There's a small island off the coast of Venice, Italy, that locals refuse to even speak about. It's called Poveglia, and it's said to be one of the most haunted places in the world. What happened there centuries ago still lingers, and some who visit claim they never leave the same. Here's the story of what happened when I dared to set foot on that cursed land. It was during my trip to Venice when I first heard about Poveglia Island. A local guide warned us against visiting, saying it was a place of immense suffering and death. Naturally, my curiosity got the better of me. I found a fisherman willing to take me there for a price, and after much hesitation. The island looked peaceful from a distance, with lush greenery and the ruins of old buildings. But as we approached, an oppressive feeling settled over me, like the air itself was weighed down by the past. The fisherman refused to dock, muttering something about not tempting fate. I had to wade through shallow water to reach the shore. The moment I stepped onto the island, I felt it, a heaviness in my chest, a faint whispering that seemed to come from nowhere and everywhere at once. Poveglia has a dark history. During the plague in the 1700s, it was used as a quarantine site. Thousands of infected people were sent there to die. They burned the bodies to stop the disease from spreading, and it's said that over 50% of the soil is made up of human ash. Later, in the 20th century, a psychiatric hospital was built on the island. The patients claimed to see ghosts and hear screams, but their doctors dismissed it as hallucinations, until one of the doctors reportedly went mad and jumped to his death from the hospital tower. I explored the crumbling buildings, the walls covered in graffiti and strange markings. The silence was deafening, broken only by the occasional rustle of leaves in the wind, but the whispers, those never stopped. They grew louder the deeper I went into the ruins. Then I found it, the bell tower. It loomed above me, its stones blackened by time and fire. Legend has it that this is where the mad doctor met his end, and that his screams can still be heard echoing on windy nights. As I stood there, I felt a sudden chill. It wasn't just the cold, it was something unnatural, like icy fingers brushing against my skin. And then I heard it, a scream. It was faint, distant, but unmistakable. I turned to leave, but the path I had taken seemed different, overgrown with vines that hadn't been there before. It was as if the island didn't want me to leave. I finally made it back to the shore, but the fisherman was gone. The tide had risen and the water looked darker, almost black. I waited for what felt like hours before another boat passed by and took me back to the mainland. That night, I dreamed of the island. I saw faces, pale, gaunt, and hollow, staring at me from the shadows of the bell tower, and the whispers, they spoke my name. Even now I feel like a part of me never left that island, and every now and then when I close my eyes I can still hear those whispers calling me back. If you ever find yourself near Venice and someone tells you about Poveglia Island, take their advice and stay far away. Some places are cursed, and no amount of curiosity is worth what you might bring back with you.